thinks he's Tom Brady.
So this is a long way from Mumblegum, near Lismore, where you grew up on a farm, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a little bit different. There are a few more buildings around here. I remember going to school, and I think the total pupil number in the whole school was about 54. So there's a few more people walking around here.
Did you dream of becoming a jockey?
I've got early photos of myself on the back of a horse when I'm a baby. Just laying in the swale of its back, being led around the farm. You know, to be honest, I didn't have much to do with horses when I was younger, but I always wanted to go to my friends' houses when they had horses, and I just had a bug for them. Once I decided to be a jockey when I was 14 and a half, I was 20-something kilos, so I was tiny. It was a good fit. I was a natural athlete. I was small and I loved horses. I then had to learn how to ride, so I went to a fella in Woolgoolga by the name of Jeff, and he taught me how to ride on an Arab up in the hills with in between the bananas. So a flighty Arab taught me to hang on and stay on, and from there we progressed onto the thoroughbreds, and it's been a dream ever since, but I never thought I'd end up here.
It is a remarkable jurisdiction. Hong Kong Jockey Club, arguably the biggest sports organisation in the world. And Zac, you become the king here. You've broken all the records. 17 and a half years.
Yeah, it's been great. I come here thinking I was only going to stay the initial 6 months of my contract. Even though it was hard early, it was very testing and it was very hard to get opportunities, but there was something about Hong Kong that we loved.
Purton pushes the button now. He has an accelerator.
At that time, we didn't have anything tying us to Australia. We'd just stick it out, and you know, sooner or later I got more opportunities and had a little bit more success, and here I am all this time later. You've got to be ambitious, right? Having had a really good time, so we're lucky we stayed, and it's been great to us. I've really enjoyed it.
It's Purton in front with view of the world. Zac Purton, a seven-time champion, a legend, and now the king rewrites the record books here in Hong Kong. It's 1814 history at Happy Valley.
What was it like when you broke the record to become the winningest jockey in Hong Kong?
Yeah, it was very satisfying. It was something that I wasn't stressed about or worried about. To be honest, I never thought I was going to get there because I thought I was going to retire and leave and go, but once we made the decision to stay, then it became a reality, and of course I was getting closer and closer all the time, and it was really touching and nice that the club did what they did, where they had the bell and we were able to ring the bell every time I rode a winner, counting down to the record. It was good to have the kids here, and they enjoyed ringing the bell as well. So everyone got their turn. And then Douglas White rung it for the final time when I equalled his record.
How does it feel now that Zac has drawn equal to a record that you set a few years ago now?
If there's anybody better to do it, it would be Zac. He's one of the best riders that's been around, and he deserves it. He turns up day in and day out, and that's not easy for any sportsman to do. That's what makes champions, and that's what makes you successful.
To break the record at Happy Valley, I think, was fitting as well, because I rode my first winner at Happy Valley at my second meeting in Hong Kong, and then when I was looking back at the vision that they'd put together of all the success I've had and the winners I've ridden, I thought it was nice that I was able to sort of complete that part of the journey.
You've had so many wonderful winners, so for me to try and pinpoint which one was the best would be difficult. In your eyes, though, there must be races and wins that stand out for you.
Sure, there are a few along the way. Little Bridge was the one that sort of started it off for me here in Hong Kong. He was a horse I got on as an unraced horse and won his first 7 races on him, and that culminated on us winning at Royal Ascot in front of the Queen.
It's Little Bridge for Hong Kong, who leads the King's Stand from bated breath. Soul Power trying to come home strongly for Ireland, but driven out towards the line. It's Little Bridge for Zac Purton. It's going to win for Danny Shum, the King's Stand for Hong Kong.
Off the back of that, I got onto Ambitious Dragon, and then won my first international race.
Glorious Days being tackled by Ambitious Dragon, and the horse of the year, Ambitious Dragon, passed all the vet tests to run, and Ambitious Dragon wins it for Zac Purton.
And then from that, you know, we've had Beauty Generation. He was the first horse to win 8 races in a season, go through undefeated, horse of the year. There's been Military Attack, there's been Exultant, there's been Aero Velocity, who's taken me around the world, winning in Japan and Singapore as well.
Aero Velocity jumping out of the ground. Aero Velocity goes to Sun Moon. Hong Kong gets up and wins.
And now we have Car Ying Rising, which hopefully might be the best of all of them.
Car Ying Rising is 5 in front of Lucky With You and Helios Express. He's being eased down. Bring on the world next month. He's ready to take you on.
Almost the favourite for the Everest already.
Yeah, well, he is the favourite. And, you know, a few of the horses that raced in it last year have been retired, so it looks like it's a good time for us to go down.
And finally, back at Chart 10, end of April, Champions Day. It's a cracking day, isn't it? 3 Group 1s.
The FWD Champions Mile, they're ready. Golden 60, the favourite, they're racing.
Well, this is business. Sundays at Chart 10 is business. This is where all our biggest races are run.
Zac Purton's going to do it again. Beauty Eternal gets his moment of glory.
This is where the biggest prize money is. This is where the international horses from around the world come to race. It's our second biggest meeting of the year. We have the international meeting in December where we have the 4 Group 1 races, and in April we have 3 Group 1 races. And you know, the same group of horses come back. They're hard races to win. I've been lucky to win all of them. I'll be trying to win them again.